Hello, good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday afternoon. It's July 31st, 2022. Um, I'm here to do a video on parental alienation and just to encourage other parents that are having to go through parental alienation. I really feel like these videos are very therapeutic, especially for me as somebody that's experienced parental alienation for about 14 years now. It's been a long time, and I'm just finally, this past couple of years, just really wanted to be a voice and be able to help other parents that are going through it to, like I said in the beginning, to be that encouragement, because there was a time in my life where I was just so distraught, and parental alienation turned my world upside down. And when you're new and you're going through this, it just feels like it's the end of the world, and there's nothing more painful than having to basically grieve for children that are still alive. And it's a grieving period, and for some people that grieving period is not that very long, and for some, it's like me, it's a long time. I never ever thought that I would be at this point 14 years later and still be alienated from my children. And they say that with parental alienation, time is the enemy, and I believe that for the longest time. But as time has progressed, I feel that my thoughts about time have changed. It's changed because, for one, I never did give up hope. Hope is something that parents that are alienated, we have to remain hopeful, no matter what. We, especially when you love your children and you want to get that message across to them, you've got to hang on to that hope that one day they're gonna see it for themselves. That the love that you confess that you have for them, and that they're gonna see. That's what I'm hoping with these videos, that one day my children are gonna see for themselves, hey, you know what, my mom really does love me. She never did forget about us. Those things that they're being told about being abandoned is not true, and they're gonna come to see that one day. And that's that hope that I'm talking about, that we need to hang on to. So that's why I do these videos. It's because of that hope that I still hang on to, and of course, along with hope, there's that faith that one day that we're going to come together and be reunited. And when I speak about time, there is no time limit to my faith in believing that we're going to be reunited one day. And I hang on to that, and that's what keeps me going. And like I said, doing these videos is very therapeutic to me. It helps me to know that I have a purpose in life, and that purpose is to help other people, help other parents that are going through it. And it's hard. It's not an easy thing to go through. But one of the things that I've also found that I have to do is to take care of myself. and that's to get my mind in a better place. And sometimes that becomes a daily challenge, because you wake up every day knowing that you don't have your kids in your life. It's challenging, and it's hard, but you know what, we have to get to that place in our lives where we've got to become stronger. We've got to be those parents that are not what the alienator and their family and their friends are saying about us, that we're not all mentally there to be able to take care of our kids. But you know what, we are. You know, who would not ever have an impact so much where you do fall depressed, or you do you're not, you know, it affects you so negatively that it wouldn't affect you in a certain way. You know, I think about that when some people have said, I don't know how you've done it. I don't ever think that I would survive something like that. But, you know, we all have that inner strength within us that we need to find and grasp onto, and know that, especially that we're not alone. We're not alone in this. So with that, I want to continue to be that encouragement for parents that are going through parental alienation, that you can get through it, you can survive. I can honestly say that I'm a survivor. Even though I don't have my kids in my life, I'm still a survivor because I'm alive. And that's, you know, that's the biggest thing, is I'm alive, I'm breathing, I can get up, I can go to work, do what I need to do to get through the day. So I can call myself a survivor this day. One of the things that I really wanted to talk about today was, as we're getting close to, well, we're right in the middle of the summer, but it's going to be ending soon, and then another season comes, and with that season, it really hits me hard too, because it's the beginning of school year, and it's a really hard time for me as a mom to be able to participate in that with my children, because they're alienated. But what I've done throughout the years is something that has also gotten me through, and that is to get involved with your kids' school information. But at the same time, they don't know that you're involved. The other parent doesn't know, because there's a system with the kids here locally that attend Washoe County schools in Reno, and Washoe County school district called Infinite Campus. And Infinite Campus has been very friendly to me, because it's a place where I can log on to as a parent and be able to know what my kids' class schedules are. I can look at the school calendar and find out when their first day of school is, or whatever important activities are. I can also find out if they play sports. When I hear that they play sports, I can go on to Infinite Campus, and I can find their schedules for whatever sports activity that they're playing on. I can also look at their health information, because every school has the immunizations record, so I can see what immunizations my children's had, and they even put COVID information, so I can see if the kids got their shots or whatever. But you know, those important things that a parent needs to know about their kids. And I wonder, I wonder if there's a lot of parents out there that are doing the same thing, because one of the things with parental alienation is when you're alienated, the alienator does not share information with you at all about your kids. And so this is like the closest thing that I came across that I'm able to find out information about what the kids are doing. And this is during the school year. Come summertime, that's a whole different story. But I look forward to finding out what the kids are doing as far as their courses that they're taking, because they're both in high school. My son Aiden is going to be a senior this year, and my daughter Chesney is going to be a junior. So when when I was first alienated, they were in Head Start, so they were 3 and 4, and well, Chesney was 2 at the time, but she eventually was able to get into Head Start, and that's where everything started. And I'm really thankful for the teachers back then too, that knew about my situation, and they would share information with me about the kids and their activities, and things that were happening with them. And there was a point in the alienation where it got so bad where the alienator had threatened jobs of the Head Start teachers if he found out that I was going to the school. But you know what? That's typical alienating behavior. And but the teachers, because they have such a love for the children, and they knew how important that it was for each parent to be involved with them, they would send me information, and they would let me know when certain things were happening, especially like their graduations and their little concerts. No, well, not little concerts, but their little activities in the community were happening. So I was really thankful for those teachers. And I encourage teachers out there, if you know that there's children that are in high contentious divorces, or there's separations happening with the students, that do your best to make sure that both parents are informed about their kids, because it's so important, especially when they're little, that they know that both parents are there to support them and be there and love them. And so I'm thankful for those teachers. They were able to have my kids make 2 sets of artwork, and when they were little. Now that they're in high school, that those types of things don't happen. But at least I can go to a place now where I can find out information on my children, because I don't have a restraining order that says that I should have any type of information withheld from me. I don't have a court order that says that person has 100% custody, where I can't have that information. So another thing that I've done too in the past is get in touch with the school counselor, and kind of give them a heads up on the situation, so that if I do show up at the school on campus, that I'm not going to get escorted out, because that's something that the alienator would have done, is to get me escorted out of certain places, because he didn't want me to be involved with the kids. And you know how humiliating that is. It's very humiliating. And the only ultimate people that get hurt with that is the children, because it's embarrassing. So you name it, I've been through it. Any type of situation where alienation activities, I guess I could say, have taken place. It's happened. But you know what? The kids are going to be adults. They are going to be adults in a few years. And my son, Aiden, he'll be 18 this year in December, and it's gonna I won't be surprised if he says, Mom, I want to come by you. And you know what? I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here open arms. I'll be here for you, Aiden. I will be here, and that door right there is open for you, no matter what. So, anyway, with that, I just want to wish everybody a good rest of their weekend. It's Sunday. Sundays seem to be a nice day for me to be able to make videos. And recently I started a YouTube channel called Parental Alienation, Michelle Smith. And I'll be posting videos on there too. Because you know what? We need to spread the awareness. We need to let people know that there's parents out there that haven't given up hope on their children. We love our kids. And I know if that day comes before the kids turn 18 and a miracle happens, guess what? I'm not going to withhold the kids. The kids are going to be free to see their father, because I know the pain that it comes with not being able to have your kids and not being able to have them shared. So anyway, with that, everybody have a good week, whatever you have planned, whether you got work or you're a stay-at-home mom like my daughter, but she's going to be starting a new job tomorrow. So congratulations, Heather, and I wish you well, and I hope you have a great work week at Starbucks. That's right up her alley. That's like her favorite place. So I'm looking forward to getting some drinks, and maybe she'll use her family discount if that's something that they have. But anyway, have a good week and be encouraged. Stay strong. Surround yourself around loved ones, and continue to love your kids. Send out your kids. Send them messages. I sent messages to Chesney and Aiden this morning on their phones. They don't get back to me, but if they just so happen to open up their text or see it one day, if I'm blocked and they unblock me, they're going to see the first thing from Mom is, I love you. So anyway, have a great day, and God bless. Okay, bye-bye.